Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel Webonsky. Today we will talk about Azure Devops. So you all may be aware of that all the companies these days are trying to follow CI/CD process in agile process. So they want to keep the development process going on, and the main time they want to deploy those changes quickly without having much overhead of that. So that is why all the companies these days try to use CI/CD process, and to make these deployments easy and quick, the Azure has provided the Azure Devops in order to maintain this type of workflow. So let's talk about Azure DevOps in detail. So Azure DevOps provides developer services for allowing teams to plan work, collaborate on code development, and build and deploy applications. Azure DevOps supports a collaborative culture and set of processes that bring together developers, project managers, and contributors to develop software. It allows organizations to create and improve products at a faster pace than they can with traditional software development approaches. You can work in the cloud using Azure DevOps services or on premises using Azure DevOps Server. Azure DevOps provides integrated features that can access through your web browser or IDE client. You can use one or more of the following standalone services based on your business needs. So there are five services or five features provided in the Azure DevOps. So one is Azure Repos, Azure Pipelines, Azure Boards, Azure Desk Plans, and Azure Artifacts. So what is Azure Repos? So Azure Repos provides Git repositories or team foundation version control for source control of your code. For more information about Azure Repos, see what is Azure Repos. Okay, so actually what is Azure Repos? You may be already aware of the github.com. That is also a repository management system where we push our codes to use version controlling system. Okay, so the same, you can consider Azure Repos as the same service provided by Azure DevOps. So the other is Azure Pipelines. Azure Pipelines provides build and release services to support continuous integration and delivery of your applications. For more information about Azure Pipelines, so what is Azure Pipeline? Actually, this is what I want to insist, or I want to focus in this video. This is Azure Pipelines, which is especially for the CI/CD process. If you want continuous integration and continuous deployment service or feature in your project or in your agile methodology, then you can use Azure DevOps and Azure Pipeline as a feature. So this Azure Pipeline feature provides CI/CD uh, facility. So you can use it, and then start following CI/CD process in your company or in your project. It gives a very good graphical representation where you can see, uh, and you can integrate it with many things, like you can integrate it with Jenkins, and there are many other stuffs. I will show all those practical stuffs in separate video, so that you can have a look how it looks and how you can create some CI/CD projects using the Azure pipelines. And the next is Azure Boards. So it is a kind of project management system facility provided by Azure DevOps, like Asana, Jira, and you may have like Basecamp, all these project management system. So Azure Board is also one provides the same kind of features which you can use in your project management system. So Azure DevOps delivers a suite of agile tools to support planning and tracking work, code defects, and issues using Kanban and Scrum methods. The next is Azure Test Plans. It provides several tools to test your apps, including manual, exploratory testing, and continuous testing. The last one is Azure Artifacts. Azure Artifacts teams allows teams to share packages such as Maven, NPM, NuGet, and more from public and private sources and integrate package sharing into your pipelines. So these are the uh, facilities or features provided by Azure DevOps. What else it gives? Azure DevOps supports adding extensions and integrating with other popular services such as Confire, Slack, Trello, User Voice, and more, and developing your own custom extensions. Azure DevOps Services supports integration with GitHub.com and GitHub Enterprise Server repositories. Azure DevOps Server supports integration with GitHub Enterprise Server repositories. For more information, you can go to Azure DevOps and GitHub integration overview just by clicking here, and you will see that article explaining it about all these about it in detail. And there are some like if you want to check the pricing of Azure DevOps, you can just go to this article and you will see that. And if you want detailed knowledge of it about Azure DevOps and more about it, you can go to this article and you will see a lot of things provided in more details. So uh, we also have used this Azure DevOps, and whenever we create a build and when the deployment gets finished successfully, it alerts on the Slack channel because it is able to integrate with the third-party softwares like Slack, Trello, and many others. So this is what Azure DevOps is, and the different type of features it provides. So if you want to go in more details, you can go to these the article I have shared here, and I will also put the reference URL in the description of the video. So thank you guys. This was all I wanted to share in this video. Thank you.